David Cannell and asked him just what online reputation management involves.
Well, it can be broken down into a number of areas. I mean, one area, the larger area, is just about framing the conversation that takes place online which mentions you. Getting actively involved in that conversation and leading that conversation to a place where you want it to go. Web 2.0, as it is now, is all about user content, user-generated content. And so, whether you like it or not, there is a conversation happening online which is going to affect your reputation. Now, what we do is we step in when there's a problem. Someone has got a trail of information on the internet about them which is negatively affecting their business or their profession, and they need someone to professionally come in and start to clean up that reputation issue on the first couple of pages of Google. So what we then do is we create a lot of positive content, we promote that positive content, and we get that positive content to start to dominate the first few pages of Google, so that if you Google a person or if you Google a company or a service or a product, what you see is what our client wants you to see.
Now, a recent article in the New York Times on this subject provoked a lot of response. Why do you think that is?
I think this has been brewing for about 6 months, actually. There have been a few other pieces in the media which have caught people's attention, and it's reaching a critical mass now where people are realising that this is an issue that's not going to go away. It's something that they do have to deal with, and it can be very, very nasty. You can see that people have built a lifetime building up a reputation, and they're seeing it destroyed overnight online in a new medium which they don't necessarily understand. So I think there's a fear factor involved here.
Who are the kinds of people that are using these services? Is it predominantly individuals or corporations?
We get a wide range of inquiries, actually, from individuals, professional people, and also small corporations. Larger companies tend to now be doing this in-house, and I've heard recently that a major bank has just employed a team of 8 people to work in-house to manage their reputation online. But smaller companies obviously don't want to do that. They'd rather outsource it to a company like ourselves. And also individuals, particularly professional individuals, for whom it's very, very important that when someone searches for them, their reputation is clean. And these days, as you know, everybody goes to Google. The first thing you do is go to Google, whether you're employing somebody or whether you're looking to hire someone, their services. So how you show on the first couple of pages in Google is very, very important these days.
And what forms can damaging content take?
Look, it can take a very wide range of forms. Sometimes it's simply malicious. You've got someone with a grudge, a former employee, former spouse, someone who has got a real axe to grind. And these very often are the kind of problems that people come to us with. They've got someone out there, a former employee, who has made it their mission to sit around on the internet and blog away and create a problem. So often it can be malicious. Another area can be where product review sites, for example, people are going online and posting their experience about a particular product, and unfortunately it's the negative stuff that tends to stick more than the positive stuff. That's one area. And then there's another area where one of the things that people say is, look, if you haven't done anything wrong, you've got nothing to worry about, and that's simply not true. Very often you can be mentioned on the periphery of an issue and get dragged into that in Google's algorithm, so that someone searches for you. What shows up is a lot of negativity which you are only indirectly associated with. And my very first client, in fact, was merely the friend of the victim of a crime.
On average, how much could a person be expected to pay for this?
It really depends on the metrics of the job. If it's just appearing on a spammy blog, which is quite easy to knock off the first page, it can be quite different from whether it's showing on a really authoritative website such as a news agency. Some jobs we can clear literally within a matter of days, and we've done that. Other jobs will take 3 to 6 months. So you can see, you can't